Hi students, yesterday we completed transport of oxygen through blood from lungs to tissues or cells. Today we discuss about the transport of carbon dioxide. Transport of carbon dioxide. Transport of CO2 or carbon dioxide. Generally, the respiratory gases such as O2 and CO2 transported between lungs and cells by blood. So, blood carries respiratory gases. So, CO2 also carries from cells to lungs. The blood carries CO2 from cells to lungs in three ways. Number one, in dissolved state, in dissolved state as carbamino compounds and as bicarbonates. So blood carries CO2 from cells to lungs in three ways. First one is in dissolved state, second one is as carbamino compounds, and third one is as bicarbonate. First we discuss in dissolved state. The solubility of CO2 is 20 to 25 times greater than that of O2. So the solubility of CO2 is 20 to 25 times greater than that of O2. So CO2 has more solubility nature than O2. So CO2 easily dissolved in water. About 7% of CO2 dissolved in water of plasma. Here cells release their CO2 into blood. In the CO2, about 7% of CO2 is dissolved in water of plasma. So about 7% of CO2 transport through blood in dissolved state. Here the CO2 dissolve in water of plasma to form H2CO3 carbonic acid. This reaction occurs at the blood at the cells. So carbonic acid is formed blood at the cells. This carbonic acid reach to lungs are carried by blood. When the carbonic acid reach to lungs, it dissociates into carbon dioxide and water. The dissociated CO2 diffuses into the lungs for elimination. So this is the transport of carbon dioxide in the form of dissolved state. So about 7% of carbon dioxide transports through blood in dissolved state. Next, as carbamino compounds. As carbamino compounds. About 20 to 25% of CO2 transports through blood as carbamino compounds. As carbamino compounds. Here, cells forms CO2 in catabolic processes. This CO2 is released into blood plasma from cells. About 20 to 25% of CO2 transports as carbamino compounds. So, the CO2, a little amount of CO2 combines with free amino group of plasma protein. Plasma protein. So, when the CO2 released into blood from the cells, a little amount of CO2 combines with amino group of plasma proteins to form carbamino compounds. Carbamino compounds. Next, large amount of CO2 diffuse into RBC. Diffuse into RBC. RBC contains cytoplasm. RBC contains cytoplasm. Cytoplasm possesses large amount of water. So the CO2 diffuse into RBC from plasma. This CO2 binds with amino group of proteins of hemoglobin to form carbamino hemoglobin. So in plasma, a little amount of carbon dioxide combines with free amino group of plasma proteins to form carbamino compounds. Carbamino compounds. This process occurs in the plasma. Large amount of CO2 diffuses into RBC. In the RBC, the CO2 combines with free amino group of proteins of hemoglobin to form carbamino hemoglobin. Carbamino hemoglobin. HB NH2. This NH2 is amino group of hemoglobin. This is CO2. So CO2 combines with amino group of hemoglobin to form NH HB NH COO minus plus H plus ion. This is carbamino hemoglobin. Carbamino hemoglobin. Here, the formation of carbaminohemoglobin is related to PCO2 and PO2. Formation of carbaminohemoglobin is related to partial pressure of carbon dioxide and partial pressure of oxygen. For example, at cells, generally PCO2 is high. PCO2 is high. At the same time, at the cells, PO2, partial pressure of oxygen, is low. So at cells, blood at cells, PCO2 is high and PO2 is low. In this situation, the carbon dioxide binds with amino group of hemoglobin to form carbaminohemoglobin. This carbaminohemoglobin reach to lungs from the cells. At lungs, blood at lungs, PCO2 is low, PO2 is high. In this situation, the hemoglobin deliver its carbon dioxide and taking oxygen. So the delivered carbon dioxide diffuses into lungs for its elimination. So the formation of carbaminohemoglobin is related to partial pressure of carbon dioxide and partial pressure of oxygen. At cells, PCO2 is high, PO2 is low. In these conditions, the carbon dioxide combines with amino group of hemoglobin to form carbaminohemoglobin. This carbaminohemoglobin reach to lungs. At lungs, PCO2 is low, PO2 is high. In these conditions, the hemoglobin delivered its carbon dioxide and taking oxygen. The delivered carbon dioxide or dissociated carbon dioxide diffuses into lungs for elimination. So this is here hemoglobin acting chemically either an acid or a base. So the hemoglobin acting chemically, reacting chemically either an acid or a base. So this is the transport of CO2 as carbamino compounds. So carbamino compounds are carbaminohemoglobin is formed at cells. At lungs, the carbon dioxide from carbaminohemoglobin and carbamino compound dissociated. The dissociated CO2 diffuses into lungs. Next, as bicarbonates. about 70% of carbon dioxide transports in the form of bicarbonates from cells to lungs by blood. So this is cells, these are cells, this is RBC, this is RBC. This is RBC, this is plasma, this is systemic, capillary or blood vessel. So we discuss about the transport of carbon dioxide as bicarbonates by blood. About 70% of carbon dioxide transports as bicarbonates. The cells release their CO2 into blood. A little amount of CO2 dissolve in the water of plasma. So CO2 dissolve in water of plasma to form H2CO3, carbonic acid. Next, this carbonic acid dissociates into bicarbonate ions and hydrogen ions. Large amount of CO2 diffuse into RBC. So a little amount of CO2 dissolve in water to form carbonic acid, which further dissociates into bicarbonates and hydrogen ions. Large amount of CO2
కంప్లీట్ చేసి చేసాం సార్
sir. So large amount of CO2 diffuses into RBC. This CO2 dissolve in water of blood plasma to form carbonic acid. This carbonic acid dissociates into bicarbonate ions and hydrogen ions. In this reaction, a enzyme is held, that is carbonic anhydrase. So with the help of carbonic anhydrase, CO2 dissolve in water of plasma to form carbonic acid. Further, it dissociates into bicarbonates and hydrogen ions. Same way, large amount of CO2 diffuse into RBC. It dissolves in water to form carbonic acid. It dissociates into bicarbonates and hydrogen ions. In these two places, carbonic anhydrase involved. Carbonic anhydrase is involved. Here, the concentration of carbonic anhydrase Ca means carbonic anhydrase. So the concentration of carbonic anhydrase is high in the RBC than blood plasma. So the concentration of carbonic anhydrase is low in the plasma, but it is high in the RBC. So RBC contains high concentration of carbonic anhydrase than plasma. So this reaction, CO2 dissolve in water to form carbonic acid, which dissociates into bicarbonates and hydrogen ions, is slow in the blood plasma, but it is faster 5,000 times than plasma in the RBC. So this reaction is 5,000 times fast in the RBC than plasma, due to concentration of carbonic anhydrase in the RBC. RBC has high concentration of carbonic anhydrase. So this reaction is fast in the RBC than plasma. Anyhow, in plasma and in RBC, bicarbonates and hydrogen ions are formed. Here, this is RBC. RBC is covered by plasma lemma. Plasma lemma. The plasma lemma of RBC permeable only to anions. Permeable only to anions, not cations. So plasma lemma of RBC permeable to anions, impermeable to cations. So bicarbonate ions are anions. So in this reaction, bicarbonate ions are increased inside the RBC. So the excess of bicarbonate ions diffuses into plasma. This is plasma. So excess of bicarbonate ions diffuses into plasma from RBC. So now the negative charge or anions are increased in the plasma. Negative charge is increased in the plasma. To balance, to electrical balance, the sodium chloride in the plasma dissociates into sodium and chloride. To electrical balance, the sodium chloride in the plasma dissociates into sodium and chloride. So the chloride ions are anions. To electrical balance, the chloride ions are diffused into RBC from plasma. So this exchange of bicarbonates and chloride ions between RBC and plasma is called chloride shift. Chloride shift. Chloride shift or Hamburger's phenomenon. So the exchange of bicarbonates and chloride ions between RBC and plasma through plasma lemma of RBC is called chloride shift or Hamburger's phenomenon. Right. Next, the hydrogen ions. Here RBC contains hemoglobin. So the free hydrogen ions which forms from carbonic acid binds with deoxygenated hemoglobin to form HHB, acid hemoglobin. Acid hemoglobin. Later, the bicarbonate ions diffuses into plasma. Diffuses into plasma. So now this RBC or this blood reach at lungs. Lungs diffuse O2 into blood plasma. This O2 enter into RBC. Now the O2 binds with acid hemoglobin. When the oxygen binds with acid hemoglobin, the affinity of hydrogen of hemoglobin is declined. Now the O2 binds with hemoglobin to form HbO2. Oxyhemoglobin, the hydrogen ions are dissociated. Hydrogen ions are dissociated. This process occurs near the lungs. Now the released hydrogen ions or dissociated hydrogen ions binds with bicarbonate ions to form H2CO3, carbonic acid. This carbonic acid dissociates into H2O and CO2. H2O and CO2. This CO2 diffuse into plasma. From there, it diffuse into lungs. Later, it is eliminated from the lungs. Now, inside the RBC, here the hydrogen ions combines with bicarbonate ions. So, the concentration of bicarbonate ions are decreased inside the RBC. Inside the RBC. Now, the bicarbonate ions which are diffused into plasma from RBC come back into the RBC. Now, anions or negative charge is decreased in the plasma. To electrical balance, the chloride ions in the RBC moves into plasma. So, the exchange of bicarbonate ions from plasma into RBC, Cl minus ions from RBC into plasma. This exchange is called reverse chloride shift. Here, chloride shift means exchange of bicarbonate ions into plasma. Cl minus ions from plasma into RBC. This is called chloride shift or Hamburger's phenomenon. When the bicarbonate ions are decreased in the RBC, the bicarbonate ions which are diffused into plasma from RBC are come back into RBC. Now, the negative charge is decreased or decline in the plasma. So, to electrical balance, the chloride ions which are enter into RBC from plasma moves into plasma. This exchange is called reverse chloride shift. So, this is the transport of CO2 as bicarbonates. So, the H plus ions binds with bicarbonate ions to form carbonic acid. The carbonic acid dissociates into water and carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide first diffuse into plasma, which diffuse into lungs. It is eliminated. So this is the transport of carbon dioxide through blood in three ways: in dissolved state, as carbamino compounds, as bicarbonates. About 7% of carbon dioxide transport in dissolved state. 20 to 25% of carbon dioxide transports as carbamino compounds. About 70% of carbon dioxide transports as bicarbonates. So this is the transport of carbon dioxide through blood.